Deborah didn't wait. She got up and ran from the table to the bathroom. She remembered the pattering pea falling beneath her chair on Wednesday and she didn't want a repeat accident here. Fortunately, she made it to the bathroom dry. She used the restroom and returned to the table. Leah, please don't talk about Deborah Addison in my presence again. Especially at school. It is nightmares about her that give me problems at night. What kind of, Leah began. Oh. She looked at her with doe eyes. I'm sorry. The rest of lunch was spent in silence until the bell rang. It was frustrating Deborah to no end that she couldn't keep the bed dry for one night since her metamorphosis. It was almost a relief when the bell rang and she could go to class. Fundamentals of computers was next. She sat down at her place and logged into her machine. She still needed her notes to remember the password. She had logged in by the time Leah arrived at the place beside her. You got all quiet on me at lunch, said Leah. Are you mad at me? No, Deborah answered. I was just thinking about stuff. Thanks for not bolting on me when I told you my secret. We're friends. I wouldn't bolt on you. Thanks. Besides, said Leah. She opened the drawer under her computer and pulled out a gamepad. I need you on my team for Friday LAN party. I hope you finished your PowerPoint. Deborah wondered if you took turns playing or what. She hadn't played video games in years. She had played Doom and SimCity, but that had been ages ago. Deborah would have to tell Leah the real reason she couldn't come over. Deborah sighed. You can't tell anyone what I am telling you. She paused and felt her face burn red. It's like this. This is really embarrassing, so you can't tell anyone. She waited until Leah nodded. Ever since Wednesday she leaned in close to Leah and whispered, I've been wetting the bed. You what? Deborah had to clamp her hand over Leah's mouth to keep her from blurting out. Be quiet, she whispered loudly. I don't need that fact spread over the school too. That's why you don't want to come over, isn't it? Leah leaned closer. You don't need to be embarrassed. I'm your friend. Me, too, she said. Thanks. She still needed that Spanish study session or she would be lost on Monday. If you want, you can come over to my house after the movie and study. That would be good, said Leah. The bus arrived at school just in time. Calculus and physics were uneventful. In the halls between classes, other students would point and start whispering. She knew they were talking about her accident on Wednesday. Rather Allison's accident, as she did not trade bodies with Allison until after she had the accident. She made sure to use the bathroom before English class. It was Mrs. Miller who had not let Allison use the bathroom in the first place, which caused the whole episode. She did not know whether to blame her for the extra life on her conscience or thank her that she was still alive, albeit in a different body. She met with Leah before class. Ready to face grocery, she asked as they took their seats in the classroom. Sure, Deborah muttered. She had spent calculus and physics reading Brave New World under her desk. It was really a different type of totalitarianism than 1984. One was awful in the creepy jackbooted thug sort of way, but the other was a overly friendly creepiness. By Ford, it was beyond screwed up. It's Mrs. Miller now, dork, said a sarcastic voice behind them. She's only been married for 2 months already. Can't you adjust? Leah turned and stuck her tongue out. Does it matter, Cindy? Before Cindy could come up with a retort, class started. They started right away with Brave New World discussion. Deborah tried her best to stay out of the discussion. At least in this class she didn't have to hide the book in her lap and look under her desk as she read it. She simply had it open on her desk and read through it. Easy as pie. She had to answer a question about what type of clone La Nina was. Beta, she said, although Henry was an alpha. I can see you finally read the book, Allison, said her teacher. Everyone, papers are due Monday at the beginning of class. The bell rang. Class dismissed. Deborah and Leah got out of class quickly and went down to the cafeteria. What joy do we have today?